Welcome to another episode of Bears News Network. I'm your host, Mike Anderson, and where we give you guys the latest Chicago Bears news and rumors. And also, man, the only YouTube channel out there that give out prizes and tickets to its Bears fans, man, our subscribers. So if you are a Chicago Bears fan, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate all the love and support. Join the Bears News Network family, man. Cootie appreciate it, man. Thank you guys. Okay, let's get right into it. But before we do that, let's give you guys this episode is brought to you by Riverside. If you ever wanted to do some recording with your friends or family and put it on social media, different social media platforms, use Riverside. Riverside is the best side and it gets the job done. Also, we got some new things coming for you guys this upcoming season, man. Also, leading into the draft, man. A lot of good things coming to the channel, a lot of good games and everything that we're going to play. So be on the lookout for those and features. We're really excited too about those new things coming up. Like we said, just because the season is over with does not mean we're over with. We're still giving you guys the latest news and rumors, man, right here at Bears News Network. So thank you guys. Okay, let's get right into it. The Chicago Bears find a new QB coach, man. His name is Kerry Joseph. Now, just a little bit about Kerry Joseph. He's a former CFL quarterback and he's a former NFL player. He mainly played safety in the NFL with the Bengals in '96 and Seattle from '99 to 2000. But he's played mostly in the CFL as a quarterback and he's won the MVP in the CFL at the quarterback position. Also, he's a former McNeese State University player, and he was the offensive coordinator over there as well. He's 50 years old. He started getting his coaching feet a little bit of wet as far as in the NFL in 2014 with the Saints as a training camp intern, and then in 2017 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as a training camp intern. Then things started to turn around a little bit for him in 2020 with Seattle as the offensive assistant. And then in 21, he became the assistant wide receivers coach. And then in 22 and 23 season, he was the assistant QB coach for the past two seasons with Seattle. He's familiar with Shane Waldron, just another one of Shane Waldron guys that he's bringing over from Seattle, along with him over to Chicago. And I know a lot of people wanted Greg Olsen, but hey, we wasn't able to get him. I would like to have a guy that's more experienced with working with quarterbacks in the NFL, but I'm going to roll with my punches and I'm going to trust Shane Waldron on this. Like I said, he was the assistant QB coach in Seattle, and we know the QB coach was Greg Olsen in Seattle. So just curious to see some of the things. I'm pretty sure he learned a lot of things from Shane Waldron and from Greg Olsen. So I'm not too much so as far as disappointed on the pick like some people are. I kind of actually like the pick and I'm okay with it. Um, but I would have liked someone who had a little bit more coaching experience with coaching NFL QBs. But if I had to grade the pick, I'm going to give it a C plus, man, just off the strength of Shane Waldron. Just another one of his guys coming over and looking what how they had that staff over there in Seattle. I like what they did with Geno Smith. And I just like Shane Waldron as an offensive minded coordinator, anyways, just overall. So with that being said, I'm going to trust his instincts and I'm gonna give it a C plus. Just off the strength, I haven't seen, like we said, he hasn't really coached any NFL QB, so we can't really give him a grade. But we're gonna see what he's gonna do. Hopefully with Justin or Caleb Williams, whichever direction the Bears decide to go in. But another thing, like I said, he has had success at a professional level in the CFL as a quarterback. And that's another thing that I do like that's a positive with Kerry Joseph. He has had QB experience as well, having the defensive experience that he had can go a long way. Him being able to play both sides of the ball. And not only that, being able to play QB at a high level in the CFL. Granted, it's not the NFL, but it's a level right up under it as well. And a lot of competition and some competition come from the CFL and get to the NFL. So not to knock the talent too much off there, but he was a successful quarterback in the CFL who made and got an MVP. So it's curious to see him coming over and see how that offense is going to gel with whoever they decide to go with, whether that's Justin or with whoever they decide to spend that number one overall draft pick on. But like I said, I want to hear from you guys, man. How do you feel about the QB coach signing of Kerry Joseph? I want to know your thoughts. Put it right underneath this video. Like I said, I'm okay with it. Just want to see how he works with whoever they decide to bring in. But just off the strength of Shane Waldron and seeing and trusting him, I'm okay with the pick. And like I said, give me a grade right underneath this, Will. What's your grade for it? I want to know. Like I'm going to give it, me personally, is a C plus. Okay, let's get right into it as well. The Bears have a new defensive coordinator. Okay, the new defensive coordinator, Eric Washington, man. Eric Washington. Now, unlike Kerry Joseph, Eric Washington has a lot of coaching experience. And let's get this out the way right now. Matt Eberflus will continue to call defensive plays. So just because Eric Washington is coming in, you guys do not expect him to call the defensive plays. Matt Eberflus will continue to have that duty for the defense. He was actually with the Bears in the 08-09 season as an assistant defensive line coach. 2010, he was with the Bears as the defensive line coach. 2011 through 2017, he was with the Carolina Panthers as a defensive line coach. And in 2018 and 2019, he was with the Panthers as well as a defensive coordinator. Coming around to the Buffalo Bills in 2020, he's been with them since then. He's worked his way up, actually. He went from a D-line coach to a senior defensive assistant and D-line coach to an assistant head coach and D-line coach. So, this guy has the coaching experience. That defense in Buffalo with that defensive line has always been a force over the past couple of years. That's one of the reasons why the Buffalo Bills has always been able, along from their offense and Josh Allen, but their defense has been rock solid as well. And that's been a big part as to their success and them continue to go to either AFC championships or continue to be in the playoffs year throughout the year. So big props to them. I'm going to give this signing, man, a B minus. I really like it. Not only his familiarity with the Chicago Bears as well, so as always getting a guy back that's been in the building before, so he's not so much as the brand new or to the organization. He's been there before, so that's always a good thing. And like I said, he has the experience as well, especially on the defensive line. And what's our weakest link right now? The defensive line. So while we continue to just work on that, him and Matt Eberflus putting their minds together just to make that defensive line better and more elusive, call different stunts or schemes or whatever. I'm excited about that, man. But let me know, how do you guys feel about the Eric Washington signing? I want to know your comments and thoughts right underneath this video. And like I said, grade the signing as well. Give me a grade on how do you guys feel about Eric Washington being the Chicago Bears' new defensive coordinator. Like I said, I'm giving it a B minus, man, and I'm excited to see him and Matt Eberflus work together. Okay, anything else that you guys want to comment or ask questions, always feel free to put them right underneath this video, man. We always appreciate all you guys' comments, all you guys' support. Uh, uh, where, like I said, if you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button. Where we are on different social media platforms. So if you're on Instagram, go out to Bears News Network. We're on Instagram and also on Facebook. Go like our Facebook page and follow it. It's Bears News Network as well. So, man, like me and Cootie always say, be safe and bear down, Chicago. And that's been another one.